So in my videos, I've actually been constantly emphasizing the importance of meditation, and I think there's a lot of friends that actually reach out to me and say that they don't know how to meditate. So I thought I would create a video to sort of help beginners start off their meditation journey. But before I head into the topic, Namadesh, my name is Garret. My mission as a life coach is to help people realize their infinite potential by tapping into spirituality, the law of attraction, and feng shui. I'm very blessed to be trained under a Himalayan yogi who's taught me the ways of the yogic teachings as well as spirituality, which is the whole umbrella of life. Okay, before I start off the topic, please make sure you guys remember to hit like, subscribe, and comment the learnings in the comment section below. So I'm dedicated to make 4 videos a week to spread more light and positivity to the world, and it's also always nice to connect in this space. Okay, so let's begin the topic. So we must first understand, everyone likes to say, I want to do meditation. But we must first understand, you can't do meditation. Meditation is a state of being and it happens to you. You need to allow meditation to happen to you. So one of the best ways to allow meditation to happen to you is to first learn how to focus and concentrate. So meditation can't happen if you don't have great focus and you don't have great concentration. So that's why a lot of yogas teaches you to balance. You learn how to balance yourself. That's the first thing, and they teach you how to maintain stability and maintain control of your thoughts. As well, a lot of breathing practices so that you center yourself. So that's the reason why it is a state of being. It can't happen unless you're able to focus. All the asanas in yogas are also teaching you how to ensure your focus. If you can't concentrate, then you can't balance. You can't balance, then you will lose control. So everything is a chicken and egg thing. You see, you realize that meditation is something that doesn't allow you to just do it without understanding first. Okay, so I'll be sharing 5 points to allow you to go deeper into your meditation journey. So the first point is to first make sure that your spine, you must be seated, spine comfortably erect. Okay, why should you be seated with your spine comfortably erect? Because know this, if you don't sit with your spine comfortably erect, you must know that your spine is the main, I would say, the passage, okay? The main passage for all your energies to be running through, okay? So we all know that in our body there's 114 meridian points, or we call them chakra points, okay? However, the main channels are within the spinal path, okay? The spinal passage. So it's one straight passage, okay? So if you're not seated straight, the energy will not be able to run through fluently. And when you have a blockage somewhere because you're not sitting straight, then you will not be able to get deep into your meditation. So that's the very first thing that you need to take note. Then you must make sure that you sit cross-legged with your eyes closed. Okay? Of course, there's ways that you could practice focus meditation. So there's focus meditation whereby you draw a dot on the wall. Of course, not literally draw it on the wall. You draw it on a piece of paper, then paste it on the wall. Then focus staring at the dot. So you staring, of course, try to stare it as long as possible. Don't blink. That's the key, is not to blink. So it trains out your focus. Okay. So when you focus on the dot for perhaps maybe 2-3 minutes until your eyes start to tear, it's okay to allow it to tear because your eyes are just cleansing. Okay. So when you let it tear, sooner or later you will realize that okay, you can hold your eyes without blinking for a very, very long time. So until you really can't hold it anymore, okay, then you close your eyes. But when you close your eyes, your gaze should maintain at the same dot. Okay, so keep focusing and focusing until you realize that something that might freak you out, the dot will disappear, or the place around you will disappear. So there's a lot of things that might happen miraculously when you're doing meditation, because that's meditation happening to you. Okay, or there's another way whereby you could practice staring in the candle flame. So there's a lot of meditation practice. A lot of people, they like to use flame on a candlestick. So the whole session should be just focusing on the candle burning. Okay, so their session ends off with the candle burnt off. Okay, so this is one of the ways whereby you can practice focusing on just staring at the flame. So that's one of the ways that you could practice focus and concentration. Okay, because remember, if you can't concentrate, or meditation is a state of being and a state of concentration. If you allow your thoughts to run in, then you can't concentrate. So you allow it to happen, of course, you don't fight it. If you fight it, the more you focus on it, the more it expands, the more thoughts will be running through, then you will not be able to go deep into the meditation practice. Then you realize that, I've been wasting my time. Okay, so there's a lot of chicken and eggs going on whenever you're doing meditation. That's why it's easy, but a lot of people give up because it's too easy, then it becomes difficult. Okay, so we go into point number 2. So point number 2 is to first quiet the mind. Okay, quiet the mind by breathing, focusing on your breath, and to be learning to focus and concentrate on the breath. Okay, remember, focus and concentration is everything. So when you close your eyes, make sure when you focus, you start to center yourself with breath. Ensure that you take slow deep breaths. Then you go in. Once you inhale through the nose. Okay, if you can, practice inhaling through the abdominal breath. Okay, abdominal breathing. So once you inhale through the abdominal, you realize that the breath is so much deeper. Okay, and when you inhale, your stomach will actually come up. Okay, that's the whole part of abdominal breathing. So you realize that once it's very, very deep breath, right? Then practice and follow the breath upwards. Okay? So when you bring the oxygen upwards to your forehead, then you realize that, okay, hold that. Then you realize that, okay, you will realize that there's a start to see some glow when you close your eyes. You start to see some glow. It's okay, it's perfectly normal. That is just bringing the oxygen up. Bring in the oxygen and the energy source up to your third eye. That's where you'll see glows and you'll start to realize that it's actually working. Then it will keep you more motivated to do it. But you're motivated is good, but don't get excited. Okay, allow it to just naturally happen. Bring and hold, then allow it to exhale through the mouth. Okay, so key is to focus on the breath. Follow the breath up, follow the breath out. Follow the breath up, follow the breath out. Okay, so that is the second point. The third point is, do not fight your thoughts. Allow it to pass and witness the thoughts passing. Okay, so one of the most beginner mistakes, right, is that when you're meditating, you're trying to meditate, you go into the state of meditation. Once you're in already, people get excited. You see all kinds of visions coming in. It's bright. Suddenly I see a lot of glows. I see a lot of colors. Some people see visions. They're in somewhere else. It's normal. You're going into a different dimension. So you're accessing third eye dimensions. Okay, and especially some people. We're gonna talk about this in the future. Okay, when your third eye some people have a third eye that is a little bit more active, so they are able to go into state of meditation a little bit more faster, and they are able to go into different dimensions a lot faster. Okay, so that's why whenever they see things, then they get excited, then their thoughts scattered. The moment mind kicks in, remember, the moment when mind kicks in, then you're out of meditation. Okay, so simple things like thoughts as well. Suddenly you're meditating, then suddenly you hear the door open, or suddenly you hear a car pass by, suddenly you hear the crows start making noises, and you start to get annoyed by it a bit. The moment you start to focus on them, it goes away again. You're out of meditation. So always maintain focus and concentration. Focus on this concentration. So the practice that you practice on the wall, the dot and the fire, the flame, right? Focus one point meditation also in your mind. So if you're closing your eyes, right? Focus on your third eye. Just keep focusing there. So that is the one point that you're focusing. So just focus there, then continue focusing on your breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. Okay? So that is point number 3. Do not fight the thoughts. Allow the thoughts to pass. If you fight it, you'll be like, why am I thinking of this? Then you will be even more. Your thoughts will continue to fight and you will create even more thoughts. Then you will not be able to go in and you'll be really wasting the time. However, remember, this is like a leveling experience. You keep training, you keep training, you keep training, you get good at it. So everything takes determination. So if you give up just because you can't go deep because of the first 5 times or first 7 times you can't go into it, then you will give up. Okay? So you must remember this is a level of state of being. So it is easy, but you need to make sure that you allow it to happen. Okay? So point number 4. Make sure you follow the breath. You can focus on the breath or chant some mantras to help you go deep and focus on a point. Okay, so a lot of Buddhist meditation, okay, mindfulness. Okay, when we practice mindfulness meditation, right, one of the Buddhist way is that we always chant pu to. Okay, we chant pu, then when the chanting of Putto, right, when we chant pun, then it's actually inhaling. Then we exhale is to. Okay, so it's Putto, 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 Putto. So it's chanting the name of Buddha, chanting the name of Buddha. Every time is in and out, in and out. So find a mantra that is suitable for you. So some people chant Om. It also allow them to go into state of meditation. So there's so many ways or so many mantras that you could carry with you. So in one of the Kriya meditations by Sadhguru is Isha Kriya. Okay, Isha Kriya is his mantra is I'm not the mind, I'm not the body, I'm not even the mind. So that is his mantra. I'm not the body, I'm not even the mind. So when he inhale is I'm not the body. He exhale, I'm not even the mind. So once it tricks it will keep tricking your conscious mind. Okay. So it is constantly telling your conscious mind, hey, you should go behind. Create a distance. Okay? Go behind. You should not dictate my thinking. You should not be in the front. I want to control my subconscious and my superconscious. I want to connect with these two. I don't want to be connecting with the conscious level. So that is the understanding of using mantras. Okay? So focusing on the breath and focusing on the mantras. Okay, that would allow you as a beginner to sort of start off your meditation journey. Last point that I would like to say that is pretty useful also is you could practice the Gyan Mudra. Okay, so those who know yoga would probably know what is Gyan Mudra, but those that are new to yoga or don't even know yoga, there's a lot of mudras that in all forms of meditation or all forms of practices like mindfulness, Buddhist meditation, Zen meditation, mindfulness, everything, there's certain hand gestures that you could use to help you go into different states of meditation. So Gyan Mudra is basically holding your thumbs and your second finger, okay, so the tip of it, and you're putting this like that and you're placing it on your above your knees. Okay, so when you're doing this mudra, right, just know that this mudra, once you do this, even without meditation, right, when you simply just want to focus at work, okay, or one hand would do, anything that requires high focus, remember when you use this mudra, right, you are able to focus a lot more. Even increases your balance, increases everything that requires focus. So this mudra is very, very powerful. Okay, so use this to help you focus. So when you're practicing your meditation, you can do Gyan Mudra and go into meditation. Okay, so with that, I hope I've covered some simple points for you to practice your meditation and allow it to happen to you. Okay, with that, I end off my video. Namo Dash.